Hi, this is Vanessa at Train with V in San Jose, California. And this is an exercise video, but it's a different kind of exercise video than the ones I've done in the past 4 weeks. This one is geared toward obese people and elderly people or people with injuries. And that is because that is how I actually started out as a personal trainer. I didn't start getting kids college scholarships for running or playing tennis or getting people really fit in their life. What I started out doing was helping Mary, who's 128 pounds, and getting Jack, dear Jack, who I loved dearly, out of a wheelchair for the first time in 5 years. So that is what we're going to work on today, because I want you to realize that even if you're obese, even if you're wheelchair bound, we can make you stronger and fitter. So let's do it together, all right? These exercises can be done to make it a little harder if you want to, but I want you to think about, I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going. So we're going to start with a very simple exercise that runners use also to get better form. I really want you to think about your posture a lot in these exercises today. And it's about having your pelvis tucked underneath you and a really tight core. You do not want to be having your butt sticking out. That creates a lower back pain and a problem with your front of your knees. So you tuck that pelvis under. You think about pushing it down in the back with your hand and in the front, pulling it up. All right? Okay, so I'm really tight that way. My shoulders are straight, my hips underneath my shoulders, and my feet are straight ahead, right underneath my hips. Okay? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start like a marching thing here, right? And we're going to think about my elbow is going straight back as my knee comes up to the height of my waist. So these are called 100 ups, and they have been done since the 1800s when men, obviously it was always men because women weren't racing at that time, were sprinting. And the first guy wanted to break 427. And this is what he used to do because it made his body really strong and it cut the right foot strike, and the elbow moving back created the right foot strike. You see, while I do this, my arms stay nice and wide. And my foot does not land heel first, it lands midfoot first. Let's do 20 more together, and then we're going to change sides, and then we're going to put it all together. And I know, if you're 50, 60, 70 pounds overweight, this already seems like a large amount of work. Or if you're 70 or so. If it does, stop the video for a second, catch your breath, and then start again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. If you felt your butt start to stick out, adjust it. Nice deep breathing. Great. Let's change sides. This elbow goes straight back. This foot comes straight down, and the knee is coming up to the waist. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now I'm going to keep going and go sideways and do it. So you can see my body is in alignment. Big breathing here. Let's do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and number 10. Great job. All right. Remember, it's about posture. Tuck your pelvis back underneath you. Arms are going to be in front of me, a little below my shoulders. I'm going to go down a little bit and come back up. Just a little bit in those thighs. Do not strain your knees. Now, if you feel unstable doing this, you can do it right in front of a kitchen counter to fall against you if you need to. Nice and straight. Your feet are straight underneath you. Let's do 10 more together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to keep going for a few seconds. I'm going to talk about why I count to you. The reason I count to you, like I do with my clients, so that you go 20% past your comfort zone. If you felt like 8, you were going to die, you do 2 more, right? No problem. But don't say, I'm going to do 20 to start when you know you can't get to that number. That creates failure, and no one likes to be a failure. Big breathing. 4 more. 2, 3, and 4. Very nice. Okay. My pelvis is tucked underneath me. My shoulders are back. Really straight, really tight in the rib cage. Arms come up to the sides. So if you really find your shoulders hurt when you do this, we're going to do some wall work later to really work on that. Keep breathing. 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Great. Take your arms here. We're going to step forward, put the weight in the front leg just for a few seconds, and then take it back. I want to talk about something else with you. A lot of times, people that are obese or elderly are really nervous about working out in front of other people. And so here we are. We get to work alone, and we can each be together, and you can figure out what you need to do and not feel embarrassed. You need to like your body. It's so important to like your body to have a happy brain. Let's change legs. We're just stepping forward a little bit, being really balanced, and bringing it back. I want you to do the things in life you want to, whether it be water skiing, or dating the hot guy down the street, or whatever it is. After 75, if you're dating the guy down the hall, I'm going to be concerned. I've worked in retirement villages. It's kind of scary how much the dating goes on. It's really weird. All right, here we go. 3 more. 1, 2, and number 3. Now I'm going to grab a couple of pieces of equipment. If you don't have them, I'm going to give you some things you can do instead. I'm going to use a weighted bar. If you don't have one though, you could always use any kind of broomstick or whatever else you have in the house. It's just a straight bar, because this keeps your shoulders really, really straight. Make yourself even with it and bring it up and down. It's about you getting mobility back in those shoulders if you haven't used them for a long time, if it ever. A lot of times, people come to me and they have never worked out a day in their life. They don't know how to use their bodies. I want you to learn how to use your body safely and feel good about it. Here we go. 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and number 7. Great. Okay. Take it to your chest, bring your hands in a little bit, and push it forward nice and easy. Remember, my body is in alignment. And push it forward, keeping it up at shoulder height. Remember, if you feel like you got tired and you can't continue and keep up with me, you can stop the video and then start it again. 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. My production assistant is going to kick me that basketball. Wow, look how fancy she is. All right. This happens to be a weighted ball. Any ball you have in the house, steal one from the dog, steal one from the cat, I don't care. And it's about you being able to hold something, right? We're going to go up to one side, back to your chest, other side, back to your chest. It's just about being able to hold the ball, actually. The way a ball is made, it's good for cupping your hand and working in those finger muscles. Here we go. I'm breathing out as I do it, keeping my body in alignment. Great back workout, depending how heavy your ball is. And getting a little bit of flexion going on here, a little flexibility. 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. All right, we are going to learn how to walk and how to get straight on a wall. Join me. Due to COVID-19, if you look outside your house, we see people walking and running more than ever. And I want you to exercise and get out in the sunlight and walk and run, but I don't want you to do it by hurting your body or being in pain. Obese people have a very difficult time because they've hurt their hips so much and hurt their bodies so much. Elderly people have also done interesting things with their bodies, so we're going to talk about all of this. So, we just worked 15 minutes on how to straighten your body out. So think about your pelvis is tucked underneath you, your shoulders are up, your abs are tight. Even if you tell me, Vanessa, I don't have any abs. Yes, you do. Underneath all of that are abs. And you're very, very straight. Your feet are straight underneath you, right? Right underneath your hips. So I'm going to give you some bad examples, and then we're going to talk about how to fix it. So, to start with the bad examples. Everyone's got that grandpa, and he walks with his neck sticking out. And it looks painful. His neck is sticking out, and he's walking like this, and it's hurting his lower back. We don't want you to walk like this and hurt your lower back and stick your neck out. It also makes a very short stride. Another common mistake we see with people walking is heel striking. They land on their heels first, and then the rest of their foot. When you heel strike, what happens is you have created a jarring motion up your back. So when you walk and you heel strike, that's a jarring motion up the bones from your heel all the way up to your lower back. That's painful. You don't want to do that. If you're heel striking, stop that. Really think about this. The reason people heel strike is their stride is too long, it's out in front of them. We actually want our legs to land more underneath us than in front of us. And we do that with a mid-foot strike. Another common thing we see is that people have blown out hips and they walk like a duck. Their feet are turned out. And then they're hurting the inside of their knees and their hips and their glutes aren't working. Nothing is right. And they walk like this. We don't want you walking like that either, right? With those feet turned out, right? This is really, really hard on your knees. These things are fixable in the human body. Let me help you fix them. Tuck that pelvis underneath you. Have your head forward on top of your shoulders. Think about everything being straight. Breathe nice and evenly. Your hands just swing with your body. But this whole straightness is so important, and it's going to make you feel so much better and feel like you can walk for days without having to stop, right? Now, when you start your walking regime, really learn how to stick to it. Decide, I'm going to go out for 5 minutes today and I'm going to walk. And I'm going to have a nice posture when I walk. Tomorrow, I might do 7 minutes. Make yourself really stick to it. Don't give up on yourself. Really walk really well, mat landing mid-foot, and having your head up with a straight posture. If you find you're walking and things hurt, I'm more than happy to take a look at a short video of yours and try to figure out what the problem is. Walking is fantastic to get the body moving. And when I work with obese people, it's one of the main things I have them do. You know why? Because when you're walking, you're feeling your body, and I want you to feel your body. Now we're going to work a little bit more on posture, and we're going to do it on a wall. So let's go to the wall. So working off a wall allows you to really work on the posture we've been talking about all day today. So shoulders are against the wall, my feet are against the wall. I've tucked that pelvis against the wall, trying to pull my belly button into the wall. You're going to have some space. Our spines were made to curve, but our butts weren't made to stick out. And that's what you're working on here, being super straight. And you're going to swing those arms straight up, having everything really tight in the center core, and back down. Breathe out as you go up. If you have a hard time doing this, moving your arms straight up. You can grab something. Now I'm going to have a yoga block thrown at me in a second here. Jesus, the way she grew. Anyway, that's a whole other story. My production assistant, Natalie, we'll blame her. But you could use a Kleenex box or anything, a book, just that your arms stay really even. Let's get those shoulders back on the wall and go straight up and straight down. Straight up and straight down. And you're going to find this is more work than you ever really thought of to get straight and to be straight. Now I'm going to give you a side view of the same thing. Okay, so I'm against the wall, my shoulders are against the wall, my back is a couple inches off, my pelvis is tucked underneath me, and I'm swinging those arms straight up. And breathing out. So remember a Kleenex box, anything you want to use is fine. This is all just working on your posture and getting everything straight. One more. Okay, I want to do one more exercise for the day on the wall. I don't need that yoga block anymore. I put my arms out straight. This is a great exercise for your abs too, really holding everything in tight. Remember, everything is against the wall, and take those arms straight up to work on the mobility of your shoulder. This works really great for people with rotator cuff injuries also. Let's do 5 more. 1. I also want you to think about when you do this kind of work that you're actually feeling your body, that you're feeling how even it is, or if it's crooked, that you work on it. We are all things we need to be worked on, so let's work on these things. Let's do 1 more. Good. Big breath. All right. I hope you enjoyed this time with us today, and I will do a lot more videos aimed toward people that need a lot more work, but I will still do those really higher production videos that if you're a lot more fit, you can do too. Have a great day, and I will see you soon.